It's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. During the next 2 hours, our experts will help you with your gardening questions when you call 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. Or come by Milberger's during the show and have your question answered in person. And now it's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Alex Escobar here. I'm here with Dr. Calvin Finch and Mark Peterson. We'd love to hear from you. Hope you had a safe and fun 4th of July celebration. So give us a call at 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. Calvin right now is helping some customers that came up to the patio a little while ago.
I'm adjusting my chair so I can sit.
Mark's adjusting his chair. All right.
Let's go.
Let's go. But again, hopefully everyone had a safe celebration last night. And if you're listening, hope you will enjoy the show. And we still have some sales that we didn't get to all the sales yesterday during the show.
We did or we did not?
We did not.
Wow.
And there was a lot.
We had some calls and some walk-ups.
Yes, we did.
So don't let that stop you. Don't let the lack of our discipline in putting the the sales on. Please come up. We prefer that, frankly.
Yes. Please give us a call or come on up to the patio. And we should.
So which ones didn't we do?
Oh, there was a couple.
Did we do the oleander?
I don't believe so. We stopped.
That's right. Okay.
Where did we stop? We stopped with the lantanas. So the Mexican heather and lantanas, they're both on sale. And a number one, regularly $9.99, on sale for $6.88. And then the variegated flax lily, it's in a number one, regularly $12.99, on sale for $8.88. We also have some non-plant items for sale. We have the stepping stones on sale for $188 or 10 for $15. Some gardening hats, all 10% off. We have Osmocote 15,912, both and this is indoor and outdoor. 2 pounds, regularly $21.99, on sale $16.88. Metal trellis art and metal art, all 25% off. And our favorite, the Milberger's Premium Lawn and Garden Fertilizer, the 1959. It's on sale for $49.99, or it's for sale.
It's turning me up just a little bit so I can hear them.
Yeah, we have a lot.
You know what? That's the problem.
What's that?
Is on the hard copy in the newspaper, I don't get all those.
No?
No, see?
No, you sure
don't. I
don't.
have all the fertilizers. I don't have the stepping stones.
You just have the plants there?
I just have some of the plants.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Well, yeah, let's make sure. You know, Calvin and I have talked about the oleander a couple weekends ago. And it's less popular than it once was. In fact, it was once upon a time it was so popular it was the official poster, official flower at the San Antonio Botanical Center.
Really?
Yeah, and so that was 80s.
80s, okay.
And it's definitely changed now. It's Esperanza. But yeah, it was very popular. And then we had several freezes in a row, not including 2021. And it's kind of fallen out of favor because it is susceptible to freeze. But it is native to North Africa. So it's very drought tolerant. And I like it when people say, what can I plant down at the coast? I go, oleander. That's my first oleander and live oaks.
Yes, we didn't touch on it yesterday, but oleander is on sale. Values up to $169.99, on sale 15% off.
Yeah, and they have lots of colors to choose from. The white, pink, red, and they have a yellow one. Now, I'm not familiar with the yellow one.
Interesting.
So that might be kind of interesting in the landscape.
So you're saying that this was the official plant for the botanical?
We had we had it on a poster. It was a watercoloring, so it was kind of in that pastel colors. But it was on a big poster. It was the official poster for the Botanical Gardens for a long time. And maybe some of you have one still.
Any idea what the new one is for the botanical?
I think it's an Esperanza.
Okay.
I'd have to stop and think about that. Since they've gone through privatization, I don't have as much contact over there as I once did. I still do. I still work with them on various projects, and I teach classes over there on occasion. So I do go over there. I'm a member, and I've been a member for many years. So I do enjoy going over there. But, I talked about oleander. So it's kind of surprising it jumps up on the sheet here, just because I haven't seen it for a long time. So, it's a great drought-tolerant plant, albeit susceptible to freezes. So,
I think it was yesterday, or I think the past few weeks, y'all were talking about trees around the area that have been starting to fall, or you've been getting reports of trees falling?
Tree limbs starting to fall. So,
is there a particular reason that's been happening?
Well, basically it's a storm, but a lot of times, I'm not going to say if you've done it, I'm not going to chide you too much, but some people like to strip out all the branches and all the little sprouts on the end. What that does is weaken the limb and causes it to actually fail. We use the term fail more often. So a lot of people think, oh, those little suckers, they're draining food. No, they're actually pumping food into the branch. So as long as keep those little suckers on the branch as long as you can. Some species you can cut them out farther than others. So just always be sure that a tree does not do anything bad to itself. Only humans do bad things to themselves. So all those little branches, they are providing food. So anyway, plus the storms. I'm sorry. So to make that complete circle, so a lot of the storms we had, a lot of the wind, we had a lot of branches, and of course over the past 6 years with drought, we had a lot of branches die, and when a branch dies, then the process of decay begins faster, I should say.
And then if it's in my neighborhood, and they're the pecans and Texas red oaks and mesquites, the wind comes up and their branches breaking and falling everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
So there has been a lot of work out there for the tree companies.
Well, luckily this week there's no rain predicted up until Thursday.
No, we're supposed to get some tonight,
really?
Scattered. Yeah, they're predicting.
I think it's optimist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I am the optimist. So.
Yeah. But it would be the timing would be perfect if we could get some more. Now we need it because we were spoiled. We got such wonderful rains just a few weeks ago.
There are cracks in the soil in my yard.
I've noticed them too.
Folks, a helpful hint. So when we go through long droughts and we get a lot of big, deep cracks, the solution to that, I'm not going to say solution, the remedy for that is good compost, and you throw it down those cracks, and you fill them up. And when the rain does come, it just kind of churns them up. And
actually, it's a pretty fair job of aeration.
Correct.
Yeah, but then a lot of times in our landscapes, we don't have that much soil depth, so you get those. It also lets the moisture into these compacted soils.
And air. Tree roots need air, and plant roots need air. So those cracks do facilitate the air growing down, but a lot of our soils are deficient in organic matter because we race through organic matter in the south.
Well, that reinforces our. This is one big compost pile here in the south because of we don't have the freezing temperatures in the winter where you stop that decomposition. The hot weather just your organic materials produce just like in the north, but it starts decomposing and gets decomposed every year basically. Whereas where there's freezing temperatures, the process stops and the organic material accumulates. Mm-hmm. So that's quite a difference. But that's some of the motivation for us talking about compost, adding compost all the time, or aerating and adding compost, is because that we just don't. There's no accumulation here. Not in the long term. Sometimes 1 year maybe will be accumulation, but depending on the weather. But most years not.
So it's getting dry. Put your compost into the cracks, and then wait for rain. I was going to say water.
It's probably not the smartest thing right now, probably don't.
We're still only 18 feet away from the average aquifer level.
It's going down. So a lot of people are watering. So hopefully we get a few more rains before the end of July and August. Even in August, we get about 2 inches. Historically, we get about 2 inches of rainfall.
And that makes a big difference when you get that too. Mm-hmm. I think it would be best if we got 1 inch every 2 weeks.
Yeah. In
terms of efficiency.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you get it, if you get a trace every day, that's not nearly as efficient as a good dose. Mm-hmm. But I don't think we've ever turned it down, have we, Mark?
No.
We'll take it, whatever we can
say
get.
No.
And our total that we traditionally get, the 30 inches is pretty reasonable, but it's so erratic. That's part of it. There's it's a fritillary. Or is it I think it is a fritillary over there. I'm debating between a fritillary and a queen butterfly. And that reminds me of when we get a chance, if we see Mary wandering around, let's ask her about her reported monarch butterfly.
Maybe
I think that's a fritillary.
Yeah. Maybe.
Hey, I was attacked by a deep purple, blackish with some yellow stripes butterfly last night. Do you know what it is? It wasn't.
Which yellow? Was it a yellow V or was it a closed V?
Closed V.
Big?
No, it was small.
Yeah, the big yellow, the big black one with the yellow closed V is the giant swallowtail, and then the.
No, it wasn't. It had to be the other one because the leaves weren't. The leaves. Yes, the leaves. That's the forester in me. No, the wings weren't shaped proper. That like a giant swallowtail.
Really?
They're cut off.
But it was not as large either. Is it?
No. It was about that large.
And mostly black.
Yeah, that's really good for radio, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
it's about 3 inches wide.
Wasn't just a black swallowtail.
No, it was way too small. It could have been a young one. I don't know.
Okay, the most numerous one out there are the ones that lay their eggs on the sunflowers. They're everywhere.
That's a patch.
A bordered patch.
Yeah.
They're small.
But this one was very black, so that's what kind of I went, I bet
Very.
Calvin knows what this one is.
Very black.
Maybe I'll ask Mary.
Yeah.
You're no good.
Or-
You're no help.
Or maybe we'll see it.
Maybe.
See one here. Usually,
You-
if they're out in the neighborhood, we'll
know
end
what,
up seeing them here. Too.
You know what Jamie asked? She asked me yesterday. She said, well, you bought me the spider bird little pamphlets that you found at the desk, at the cashiers here at Milberger's. Did you find me a butterfly one? I went, no, I don't know. I'll have to go look. So
Yeah,
we'll go look during a break, see if...
They've got some good ones.
They got some good ones here, and they're laminated, and they fold up really nicely, and so you can open them up really quick to look for the butterflies. Or anything else, like I said, birds.
Okay, well, then next week, the article is going to be on the no monarchs, but lots of other butterflies. And then in there we bring it to everybody's attention that if they, I've only had enough room to talk about 6 different species. And, of course, right now it's easy to see about 30 different species. And I mentioned some resource books on the caterpillars and the butterflies, and then Gaeta Ajilski's Attracting Butterflies to Texas Gardens. That's another. It's got great photographs and text with lots of relationships to plants for nectar and also for plants for where they're laying their eggs. So that'll be available next Saturday if you get the Express News, and then you can get it at the area Valero stores and the over for the Sunday. It'll be on the Saturday and the Sunday paper. So take a look at that. Get that if you're really interested in those butterflies. And then, we do have, as Mark mentioned, there's just some great publications. Not as much text, but
No, but the pictures are good.
Yeah.
And when you're out in the field, the backyard, on the trail, pictures are more beneficial than descriptions.
But when you have memories like ours,
where
the words are good to remember. I was talking to somebody that's about my same age, and they were saying, "Well, how do you remember all those terms? For the species of plants and also the chemicals that we talk about." And first of all, I said, I don't always remember all those, but we're lucky we have a wonderful audience out there that helps us. And quite often, between Mark and I, and an extra hour or so, we can figure it out.
Sometimes we play word association. Sounds like.
But we both do. Like I try when I'm going to I think about what we'll talk about most. I try to write down some of the terms that I'll probably need to use. Yeah. So I have those. I know Mark always carries a bunch of his resource books, so that helps too. Mm-hmm. But it's hard to remember all that, and especially some of us that are getting old. Now, of course, Alex, I don't know if he doesn't have any excuse.
No, I don't.
Other than he's a radio technician rather than a horticulturist.
That's true.
Yeah.
But look
He's
at that.
learning.
I'm learning.
That fritillary over there is Saracenus. I wish he'd come close. Here.
There they come.
It moves so fast, I can hardly see it. It goes right there on flowers.
All right, well, we'll keep an eye out for Mary while we go to break, and hopefully we can get some calls in at 210-308-8867. We're going to be right back with Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Give us a call at 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867.
Well, that's
there's one that lays its eggs on mallows.
Well, tell that looks like a really good publication, Mark. Tell us about that.
Let me put my headphones on first.
Are there?
There we go.
Is there more than one choice?
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it's a laminated fold-out with lots of pictures, and they had spiders and bats and birds, warblers, bees. But I don't know. There were 20 of them, plus butterflies of Central Texas, which is the one I'm holding in my hand right now.
Well, that looks like a pretty extensive.
Oh, wow.
Look at both sides.
Man.
Oh, gracious.
Yeah. And it does a really good job on sulfurs. You know how big that family is.
Well, in my article next week, I talk about there's at least 5. We see at least 5 different sulfur varieties right here in front of the porch here at Milberger's, and not only 5 sulfurs, but we see at least 5 of the whites butterflies too. They're right in front. So there's 10 different species right there, and then there are fritillaries, at least 2 different kinds. Lots of choices, and I think that folder that Mark's got there probably reflects it's probably an accurate reflection of how many species you could expect to see at least in your landscape.
Just Central Texas.
Yeah.
So this is what? So we got about 20 on the side, so 40, maybe more.
Yeah. And I see our monarchs. I see our queens.
This does a really nice job on differentiating between the monarchs, queens, viceroys, and soldiers.
Red
and
admirals I see in there, and a lot. Gosh, yeah, all of our favorites.
Now this little handout is very nice because it has on the bottom, it says host plant. So that's where the caterpillars are going, or where the female is going to lay the eggs for the caterpillars.
On every one of those little the photos with the text, it
says it will tell you the name, the scientific name, the wingspan, when it flies, and the host plant.
How much are those?
I don't know. I haven't bought it yet.
Oh.
I just brought it over. Well,
here comes the officer to check and see why you haven't bought it yet.
Okay, $8.95.
All right. Not too bad.
Pre-tax.
Well, that is really a nice little gift and a resource for somebody that has interest.
I have these as stocking stuffers, so they're very nice.
Yeah.
I really do like that. So some of these are ones like the border patch. We're always talking about the border patch. So host plants, ragweed, and sunflowers.
Yeah, they're all over the sunflowers right now.
Yeah. So what's another one that we like that we always forget? I'm looking for that Admiral one.
Red Admiral. Yeah. Yeah, they're everywhere too.
Yeah. But that one always stumps us for a bit.
That one is all over the world.
Yeah. Host plants, nettle, false nettle, and pullatory. I have no idea.
What is it?
Pullatory. I'm not sure what that means.
I don't know that either.
Yeah. Nettle.
Well, that's neat. Gosh, we've kind of overlooked that, Alex.
Oh, yeah?
Because that, it beats me carrying around those three books that I always talk about, although it doesn't spend a lot of time on caterpillars. But but this would be the basic text that you'd have if you were identifying the flying butterflies. And then as you as you, that gives you the hint.
Mm-hmm.
If you see the caterpillar on a particular plant, and a lot of
On
the
a particular plant, you can
Yeah.
make maybe the indirect going back. Oh, well, maybe that's that butterfly.
Well, and some of the butterflies only will lay their eggs on one genus or sometimes mostly a genus. Some of the others do it on quite a bit. We always compare our giant swallowtail, which lays its eggs on the citrus, to the tiger swallowtail, which that's the one that has the open V and almost as big, and it lays its eggs on hackberries and all the trees around your backyard citrus. But if you've got a neighborhood with lots of trees, you can expect to see that species too, and they're spectacular.
That's really neat.
Cool, good job.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, it's very interesting. So I'm looking at all the different. Oh, and some of them has caterpillars too.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess most of them do.
Does it show on the queen butterflies versus the? Because a lot of folks see the queen, and they lay their eggs on the milkweed just like the monarchs do, but then the caterpillars are relatively easy to identify the difference, not because of the color, but because of those appendages.
So it does. So it shows the queen has 3. So front, middle, and end. But the monarch only has the 2 in the front and 2 in the back.
Yeah. Or just basically two pairs.
Two pairs, yeah.
So that is now, if you are a experienced, sophisticated butterfly person like Lulu, our teacher out there that operates a class for her students, then you can identify even the without having to look at the appendages. But I always have to rely on the appendages. Well, look at here, guys. Here's one of the little sphinx type. It looks like a bee almost.
No, it just fly off the, what are they called? The hawk.
Anyway.
Can't remember.
One of the species, sphinx, not the sphinx.
Right. That was like hawk something.
Hawk moth?
Hawk moth.
What?
Well, so the hawk moth looks like a hummingbird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that one was that was a different species. This one I was looking at, it was a little smaller. In fact, it looks more like, you might mistake it for. Well, it may be. In fact, it may just be a big bee, or it may be a smaller sphinx-type moth.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, that's a fascinating study. Oh.
Here we are at Butterfly 101.
Yeah. And
give us a call.
Incidental to the plants. What do we do here at Milberger's besides raising butterflies?
Raising butterflies, we sell plants, and we sell shrubs, which a lot of the shrubs are on sale this weekend.
There you go.
Yeah. We have the Southern Wax Myrtle in a number 15, regularly $149.99, on sale 30% off.
What is that? Is it a 3-gallon? Number 3? Or?
Number 15.
Oh, wow.
15.
That's huge, yeah.
So it's a big one.
We also have Japanese boxwood in a number 3, $24.99, on sale 2 for $40. We mentioned it at the beginning, but the oleanders are on sale. Values up to $169.99, on sale 15% off.
Let's talk about the oleanders after we talk to him.
Yes, sir.
You got
a question?
Got a question or comment?
Yes, sir.
What's up?
Yeah, just a question. Is there any advantage to spraying my crepe myrtles before I see the powdery mildew, or wait till I see it, then spray it?
I don't think so. Is this going to be a I was trying to think whether this is going to be a powdery mildew year or not. So far, it hasn't. But you're right. At least one gardener sent in a photo of the crepe myrtle starting to show powdery mildew. But also they're showing some of the insects that
the aphids or the
not the aphids, but the ones that are like the mildew. They're tight, white against the foliage on the stems and spider. No,
scales.
Scale, yeah, scale insects.
Cushiony scale.
Black.
No, they're usually white.
Yeah. So anything black is usually the how do I say one? The excrement from the aphids, and then a black mold gets on there.
What variety do you have that you're showing potential? Have you seen it? Have you had the mildew before?
I bought them here. I put in 3 6 years ago. Never had any mildew on those 3. I put in 2 3 years ago. First couple years, nothing. This year, 2 months ago or so, I saw it on those 2. Came in, they gave me some spray, sprayed it, went away.
Yeah,
Just curious, can I get ahead of it or just wait till you see it, spray it, and move on?
I think I'd probably wait because most of those new selections, those like with the Indian names and the new selections, they're really not. They don't show a lot of mildew. Some of the old days, those old varieties.
You can pretty much say, oh yeah, you're probably going to get some, and it would be dependent on the year, like Calvin had mentioned. I can't remember. Cold? Is it cold, hot? I mean, not cold, hot. Wet, hot, or wet, cold? I think it's wet, hot.
Wet, hot.
Which is what we're going to have right now. So you could expect some mildew coming up.
I think I would just do what you're doing. You seem to be observing, and if you see some show up at all, then you give it a blast. Especially since it was so effective. All right. Good job. Thanks.
The good thing is powdery mildew is easy to control. It's one of the easiest fungi to control.
Now, when I came in and told her what I had, she said, "This is what you put on.
Yeah.
Has it started to flower yet?" And I said, "No, it hadn't."
Okay.
Does that?
Really? What kind has not flowered? What kind is it? Do you know what color? Red.
Yeah, it's a reddish pink.
Okay.
And the first question she asked me is, has it started to flower?
I wonder what that...
Nah, I wouldn't... Well, I'd have to look at the label, but I've never heard of that being an issue with regards to a fungicide.
Usually...
Now,
insecticide,
yes.
Yeah. They're not... Yeah, they're usually not showing mildew when they're blooming. It's kind of... Well, but Mark's right too. It depends on whatever we say. The weather can really affect it. If it's going to be humid and hot,
the mildew gets together and says Calvin and Mark are saying this thing. We're going to say the opposite. We're going to do the opposite.
but I would just do what you're doing. Just keep your eye on it, and I don't think there's any advantage other than you probably would prevent it, but you probably unnecessarily use a lot of your spray.
Right.
Yeah, because we're having a hard time going, is this the year we'd see it? I would hesitate to proactively spray. I would, and the other reason is mildew is powdery mildew is an easy fungus to take care of.
Right.
And if it's are there huge crepe myrtles? There's smaller ones.
They're 16, 18 feet tall.
Okay, see, yeah, that I think I would wait then, because that would take a lot of spray to prevent it.
Yeah.
But I think you're it's one of the newer selections, and it seems like you've had a good record with it. Although we could continue this discussion because we've had 7 years of drought too, and not typical mildew country. Yeah. All right, sounds good. Good question though.
Thank you. All right. Well, we'll continue.
That's interesting. Other gardeners out there too, because I did get one gardener that sent in a photo, and I just took it for granted that it was one of the old varieties, because I just hadn't seen any mildew action lately.
Well, let's hear if anybody else has been dealing with it. 210-308-8867. We're going to be right back with Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Give us a call at 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. We had the guests come up to the patio earlier talking about crepe myrtles, correct?
Yeah.
About the powdery mildew. I have a picture of my live oak that's growing in the front. I wonder if it's the same thing. If you want to see
that is mildew.
That's mildew
on your holly, is it?
It's a live oak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See that we're seeing that on. Lots of zinnias.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of plants.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like you and I were talking about, this has been mildew weather. This humidity and heat. And now that won't phase the live oak a bit. It does affect the annual flowers and will affect some of the crepe myrtles. But hopefully those new selections of crepe myrtles will be able to tough it out without losing foliage or having blooms reduced. But yeah, your live oak should be fine.
So just it should be fine just on its own, or?
Well, most species, if they're adapted to an area, can deal with mildew.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in the old days, the crepe myrtles, those old species, really had problems with it. And then that's one of the reasons that we have new selections of zinnias, too, because some of our favorite zinnia varieties have troubles with...
what do we got here?
Oh, there we go. Oh, that is... Where's our resource?
It's right here.
Okay.
Oh.
Get that.
Other resources.
Yep. It's over here now.
There it is.
Marks.
Yeah, it's got the... I want to say it's the Buckeye, but it's got the sharp, the wings a bit way around the edges.
Oh, okay. You were mentioning that the other day.
Yeah, we saw that the other day too. See if it's a Buckeye, but there's a couple different species that show that same symptom, same pattern of wings and bright colors. Buckeye is my guess at this point. There he is. That's good. He's hanging around here, so we can get another good. Oh, I think it's right down there below, under the Admiral. Mark, what's under the Admiral there?
It's called question mark.
That could be it. What other are there? Is the Buckeye there someplace too?
I'm looking for it.
Okay.
Being from Michigan, I have a hard time finding Buckeyes.
Yeah. All right.
Well, he's looking for it.
Let's see what the. Well,
is it matching our description or?
What color are the wings?
No, it looked more like that's the Buckeye in the middle there.
Oh, I see the Buckeye. No, I didn't really look.
Yeah, no, that's not it.
No.
Yeah, I think it is the question mark over there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, okay, I see the question mark.
Yeah, because that's got that kind of little bites out of the wings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Well, see, we've used it.
Yep.
Well, and
it's already making our money back.
we would not have been able to identify without that resource because we don't see enough of those question marks for us to. And I would have just guessed Buckeye. That's the only one I can remember that has that wing pattern.
So it's a handy little booklet, and they have
it is.
those and for other species as well by the register, correct?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
I like the fact that the target's
there
the
was too many
Central
for
Texas.
me to remember. Yeah. So that's why I said it. Butterflies of Central Texas. Because you can get butterflies all over the place. A whole host. And even just limiting to Texas, Central Texas, there's about, I don't know, 50 butterflies in here.
Yeah, easy.
We'll
Yeah.
say that.
And then we some years you get these unusual migrations. But all right, now I'm looking for
Now he's
more.
looking for it.
Yeah. See if we can find.
Let's go back to the what's on sale. What's on sale?
I think before the guests, Calvin, you wanted to talk about the oleanders?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did.
And I had talked about a little bit about them while you were discussing the.
What varieties do we have?
We have, I don't know what varieties, but we have all the colors. In fact, we have a yellow one. Have you ever heard of a yellow oleander?
I'm trying to remember. Mostly, nowadays, we use the red and the pink.
Yeah.
White, we used to have whites quite a bit.
Uh-huh.
I don't think there's been many yellow. What is does it say? We'll have to check that out
Right,
then.
yeah. So now they may be just making a general statement or stating what they have on hand. Nope. They seem to indicate that that's what we have here.
What is the? Does it say anything about the specifications in terms of size or what? Why you would pick an oleander?
No. Versatile, drought-tolerant plant.
Mm-hmm.
And evergreen. And that's what I had mentioned while you were talking to a walk-up inquirer. Very drought-tolerant, cold-sensitive, however. And if anybody asks me what should I plant on the coast, my first words out of my lips are oleander.
Was in 2021 when we lost most of them,
Yeah, most of them. Earlier in the 90s, 80s, late 80s and 90s, we lost a few. Do you remember that it was on the poster for the Botanical Center for a very long time?
No.
So this is back in the 80s.
Now, what we need to bring up is that the chemistry of the oleanders is pretty potent. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody getting threatened, but of course you would not want to consume it, and you don't have to worry about the deer consuming it because they take a little. Fawn takes a little taste of that, and they're no longer interested in that. And pets, dogs, and things are not usually interested in the oleanders. But it has a strong chemistry, and it's good drought tolerant. We used to mention it and promote it for xeriscape plantings quite a bit, and also of course in neighborhoods like mine that are loaded with deer. That's where it kind of resurrected my thoughts about it. I noticed that there was one out there, a red one that was surviving, and then I said, "Oh, it's been a while since I've seen those." But then I remembered that in years past, it seemed like almost every yard had oleanders. But that's consistent with your talking about the botanical garden too.
It's just multiple freezes fairly close together diminishes the desire in the public to buy more. And
I think there are some the varieties that are available now have tried to address that lack of cold tolerance, because that was one of the issues that people talk about. There was kind of the debate about, is this a plant worthy of consideration because of the chemistry and also of the cold tolerance. And then if you look at the attractiveness of it, it certainly is worthy of consideration, because it's very attractive, especially the red and the pink selections. So what's it on sale for?
It's on sale. Values up to $169.99. On sale, 15% off.
So God, that must have.
So I have
that
small
must be
and
one
large.
Of 15. Is that a number 15 or?
No, it's got to be larger than a 15.
30 gallon maybe.
We'll
All right. Well, that's interesting. We'll have to kind of check that one out.
We have more shrub-like
Shrubs.
Sweet Viburnum, and a number 3, regularly $24.99. On sale, $19.98.
That is one of my favorites, viburnums. They, you plant those, they survive well in the shade. They're very attractive, evergreen. And the deer don't eat them either, but the chemistry is not renowned for being potent, but it's potent enough that the deer are not interested. It must have some of those characteristics that Mark usually talks about for makes a plant deer resistant.
Yes.
And they, of course, tolerate the shade, and they usually have spring bloom early in the spring.
Right.
Some berries that don't last.
Yeah,
it's not like
they are very attractive to lots of wildlife, not only birds but mammals as well. We always like to put mix in some holly in there too. Are the hollies on sale?
We have a dwarf Burford holly.
We have a dwarf.
Ooh, yeah, you can't go wrong with the dwarf Burford.
The gumdrop bush.
Number 3, regularly $24.99. On sale, $16.88.
That's a classic holly, proven holly. Now that one we don't worry about the cold weather affecting it. Who are you waving at?
Oh, the beautiful young teacher out there looking at all the different plants. Yes, you.
Lulu, the butterfly expert.
She didn't hear my beautiful part.
Oh, it was a little delayed, so maybe she heard it.
Okay.
I'm just much more skillful at having an attractive voice.
Okay. What was that?
I wonder if she'd be interested.
Wait a minute. Are we going to the top of the hour here?
Yeah, got a minute.
Okay.
Before the news pops up, but hopefully she sticks around on the top of the hour. Just a couple more items before we go to break. Double red and single red knockout roses. And a number 3, regularly $34.99. On sale, $24.88. We also have Texas sage, values to $169.99. Now 15% off. Coco Loco, 2 cubic feet, regularly $29.99. On sale, $24.88. The red yuccas in a number 3, $24.99. On sale, $19.88. Lauraya peas, regularly $8.99. On sale for $5.88. Agaves, starting at $39.99.
How big a container are the Lauraya peas?
The number 1s or number 2s?
Probably. It doesn't list, but
it doesn't say. Okay.
Yeah, because that's a pretty, must be a relatively large plant. Then.
Yeah. But we still got a few more items for sale, but we'll discuss them when we get back from break, and we'll talk with Lulu as well.
If she'll talk to us.
Hopefully. But give us a call at 210.
Looks like she's got some plant samples there.
Sure does. 210-308-8867. We'll be right back with Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
We're we're back with Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. Come out to visit or call us at 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. And now back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 930 AM The Answer.
Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 930 AM The Answer. Alex Escobar with Dr. Calvin Finch and Mark Peterson. Have another hour on our show, so give us a call at 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867.
Have we got time to talk to Lulu?
Oh, absolutely.
She's got some interesting observations on the border patches that we've been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Although now she's got talking to Mary, we may not have to get her. They'll be talking about the monarch butterflies here.
A lot of focus on butterflies today.
Yeah. Well, that's
It's
we
always a fun
hope
topic,
that
though.
the gardeners out there will put up with that. But I think that it's just as like most gardeners are just like us in terms of appreciating the butterflies that
They
are.
have ADD?
No. Old age, though.
Oh, okay.
Lulu, tell us
okay.
what you got.
Okay, I came in with bordered patch, basically the life cycle of a bordered patch butterfly. They're zip-locked quite well, so they're not going to get out.
I'm glad Milton's not here because it looks like she's got
He'd be
sunflower.
going withdrawal.
She's got some sunflower leaves here, and he would get all shaky and panicky then because he names all the sunflower plants.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, the kids in the spring will plant the sunflowers. They usually don't see them. When they do see them in August, they're all skeletonized. And so a really, really great discussion came out of that. The difference between why a monarch really has one egg that they lay at a time versus the bordered patch, which the bordered patch lays them in a huge clutch. And so that was a really great conversation. So one kiddo, my fifth graders, one kiddo said, well, they taste so bad. And so when a bird goes after them, they spit them out, and hopefully the bird will remember, I'm not going to eat that one again. So there's not as much of a reason why, this is the child, not as much of a reason why to lay them in clutches, because they have a survival technique that works for them. Well, the bordered patch, their favorite family is the daisy family, and they love the sunflowers, and there are a billion of them right now. And they lay them in clutches because one child said, I don't think they taste bad because there's so many of them. I was like, oh, didn't think about that. Yeah, that sounds about right. So anyway, they lay them prolifically throughout the summer because there's so many sunflowers, and they're able, most of them are born but don't necessarily make it through. And that led back to the monarch caterpillar and how they've done well, but now their food source, unlike the bordered patch, their food source has diminished greatly. And so the responsibility on us is to make sure that we plant enough native milkweed. We do have tropical milkweed, just, to keep them going, but really in order to get them to stay here and survive well is getting that native milkweed throughout our area in South Texas so they can make it
Now,
down.
we have to have a conversation with you. Maybe you should use the same counseling that they use with your students, because in my experience, it looks like the monarchs like the tropical milkweed best.
Oh, yeah. They really love the tropical milkweed, and I don't know why, but they eat up the tropical milkweed, and they love watching that, and they eat the whole leaf. Bordered patch do not eat the whole leaf. They only eat the soft part. They leave the veins.
Wow.
Which is interesting that they leave that.
Yeah.
So they're very picky about what they eat.
But there's a lot of border patches around.
They're all over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're beautiful.
Yeah, it's
but
been a good year for
those
them.
were really great things to bring up and great conversations. And, you have these kids from 5th down to 1st who are all thinking, the little ones are like, oh, that makes sense. We need to plant more. It's like,
now, you mentioned monarchs. Now, next week, my article in the Express News is it's entitled "No Monarchs, but Lots of Other Butterflies." But not only did you say you've seen some monarchs, but Mary said, who manages the certified butterfly garden here, that she has seen a monarch too, and we haven't seen any here in the front. But what would explain monarchs here now when we expect most of them to be migrating?
Great question. I was thinking about that. Our garden went way far monarch-wise into the fall and then into the spring. Even in, December, we still had them in that. We think it's because of the tropical milkweed, because that, yeah, they keep eating that. I have at my house, I still have tropical milkweed that's still going. And so at the beginning of June, I put my daughter in charge, and I said, make sure you water everything. And when she was watering, she called me and she said, Mama, I see a whole bunch of monarchs on the milkweed. Well, I don't know if they go into some type of hibernation state, sort of like what they do when they go down south to Mexico. I don't know if that's an adaptation or not. Or Mary, she actually said maybe people are raising them, which they might be. So. Oh
yeah, they are raising them around here. Not as much as they used to, but I think there are still a lot of gardeners doing it. Now, would there be any chance of folks misidentifying queen butterflies?
Oh, definitely. Yes. I had to take a really, really good look because I wasn't sure if it was a monarch or a queen, and I followed it around for a long period of time. But its pattern of fluttering, it had that pattern, and then I could see all of the little round loops that it has. That
black pattern on the wing
the
versus
black pattern.
Those little splashes of silver. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's what I really focused on was that.
Huh.
Then, of course, I had to get out my ID and look at the queen and go, nope, a match. So, I really had to look at that carefully. But that's the only one I've seen, and I think it was last week that I actually saw it.
Uh-huh.
But nothing has been laid on the leaves of the tropical milkweed that I have, and I keep looking for it, and nothing.
Uh-huh. Well, I don't know if we told you this, but a lot of our sources say that the monarchs are generally, and the queens are not interested in laying their eggs on the butterfly weed. And in fact, last year we had the family of the caterpillars that were successful on the butterfly weed, so that may have surprised us too.
Yeah.
Of course, you never know. Once they did make their little pupae, you no telling where they are if you can't find them. But maybe they didn't survive. But it was just amazing to see them there, and they're in bloom now too. The butterfly weed, along with the
tropical. Yes, I have both going on at home. The one that Ava saw was on a tropical, and there are a ton of the orange native ones next to it. And it was on the tropical milkweed. It wasn't on the native.
You talk, one of the things that we do these classes at Milberger's, along with the master gardeners and gardening volunteers of South Texas and Dream Hill Estates Education, everything. And we're trying to find the easiest native milkweed to grow, and the one that the monarchs like too. Have you got an opinion?
Yes. Well, so far the showy
No, yeah, I thought you said, "Oh, do I have an opinion?" Yeah, I thought that was. I anticipated that in your voice.
Did I say that?
No.
The showy milkweed, the big one, which is not native, but that's the one that we've grown from seed. Actually, when
the
we
giant white. Is that what?
No,
it's
the show.
The showy. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And so the seed that I have that you all gave, it's actually that tall, and I mean I protect it so much. I make sure nothing's around it, but it's done really, really well.
I even had one that survived the winter, and it's growing strong right now
that's
too.
good.
In some areas, it seems like, of course, that the our Zizoti is the most successful, but that hasn't seemed. I've got it growing in my neighborhood, and it doesn't seem to be the favorite of the monarchs or the queens even. And then so the showies have made it, butterfly weed have made it, and then the antelope horn.
Antelope horns.
But
I've never had that.
That's hard to transplant, I think.
Maybe that's why. I did have one years ago, and it did not do well.
Well, we've got a couple of participants in the classes that live close to patches of antelope horn. And so it depends on where you are in relationship to the area around in central Texas, which one seems to be most successful. Antelope horn in some areas, green milkweed in some areas. But none of them are very easy as far as I can tell.
No.
Other than tropical
Yeah, I know.
milkweed.
Tropical. Well, at least they have something to eat.
Yeah. Well, I think our official word is, or recommendation is, to continue to work to raise some native, and until you have those available for the monarchs, have some tropical on hand.
Yeah, just cut them
And
down
then,
in the
yeah,
winter.
yeah, October 1st. When do you recommend to cut them down?
Well, that's really hard since I have the garden club, because I want them to see them go through
that's
all their
true.
stages. And so we do it in December, probably the first week in December. And when it got cold, we had the children dig them up because they're in raised beds, and then they took them home and they cut them down just so they wouldn't freeze since they were up high. But at that point, they had seen them go all the way through their stages, and then see them come out and eclose.
What impact does your class have on the youth? What is?
Well, they it's not just butterflies. They look at all insects and see what they do that helps out the garden and also harms the garden, or the plants that are around. Like one of the conversations were the asp, and they had little signs out saying, "Do not get near this tree." What tree is it that the asps are on?
You better start paying.
I'm looking at my envelope. So what tree are the asps?
Asps on? I can't remember. It's an oak.
I can't remember either.
Well, they had signs all around it saying, don't go underneath the tree. Asps might fall on you. I mean, they were hilarious signs that they came up
I
with.
wouldn't worry
I'll
about
be
that.
darned.
Oh, no, we had a lot of kids who that happened to.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It was crazy.
That is so strange, because I haven't been bit by a wasp or a bee, and I've got every kind of nectar plant around, and they're just thick. But there's other folks that they even get near, kind of look at them cross-eyed, and they get stung.
It's right where our PE department is, and we have a concrete bench that goes around this tree, so kids hang out there, and for some reason they drop on them.
Mark or Alex, you got any questions you want to ask Lulu? or anything on
I'm
yet?
still working on the asp.
I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
I have a big old giant pecan tree, and yesterday while I was out there, I kept seeing all these little tiny, they look like little teeny tiny grenades, like this big, teeny tiny, maybe a centimeter. So I'm assuming it's some type of frass. And the only thing that goes up in the tree are squirrels. So I was like, there are not that many squirrels. I only have 2 squirrels up there.
This was when? This was when? A couple days
Yesterday. Yesterday, I mean, I guess it's been a couple of days.
ago?
But I don't know what that is that's up there, because I was thinking
Well,
the
'cause-
redworms, but they don't, I don't know if their
No.
frass looks like that.
No. Yeah, so my media was saying, oh, it's old catkins on the ground. But it's not. It's too late for that. Pecans, huh?
It's
Yeah, maybe the little nutlets that didn't make it, that didn't survive.
Well, they had a
That's-
tough time, and we've got
The little nutlets.
we've got pecans growing in a lot of places they shouldn't be growing. There's no soil for them, and
they're dropping now too. I've had a lot of pecans drop just in the past couple of days.
They're aborting.
It's
lots of
it's
water.
even worse when the nuts fall, but when the big branches fall, they're falling like mad too.
Yeah, they prune themselves. You just have to have an umbrella
they
with
do
you.
that very well. So we had lots of nice rain, and now we have drought. They're aborting their fruit.
Yeah.
All right. What
All right.
else?
Well, that was
Anything
great.
exciting? Well, thanks. Thanks for the report. Wonderful. And thank you for your work with the students. It
My
really is,
pleasure.
It's doing
really
God's
is.
work.
Yeah. It's great. Do you want to mention your school? Can you mention that or no? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a great school.
It's an independent school district, so that will narrow it down.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you, Lulu. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Hopefully we can get to Mary on the other side of this break. But give us a call at 210-308-8867. We're going to be right back with Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Give us a call at 210-308-8867. We want to thank Lulu for her time on the show on this previous break, but right now we want to get a word from Mary, who has been having some monarch sightings.
That's right. And Mary, of course, a lot of the listeners recognize her as the manager of the certified butterfly garden here at Milberger's. And we see a lot of different butterflies here in front of on all the plants, but also
A lot, especially today.
Yeah, if you go over there at the certified butterfly garden, that's where you really can see them. So what's happening, Mary? I was particularly interested in your report of seeing a monarch.
Yeah, I found it just freshly hatched earlier in the week. Yeah.
Well, I was going to dispute it, but then Lulu also said she saw monarch. I don't think it was freshly hatched, but she and some of her kids had found monarchs too. So
yeah, it was a surprise. I didn't notice any caterpillars on the plants, but obviously I had them.
I mentioned too to Lulu in the conversation that we had was last year when we had the monarchs raise some caterpillars on butterfly weed, which was kind of a strange. In fact, we've got some of our famous Gayata Jilsky and some of the great butterfly experts that said she in her book says that she's never really seen any caterpillars successfully raised on butterfly weed, but certainly looked like we had some.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
we did have some on there.
And you've got right now they're blooming, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're blooming real nice.
What is that? We haven't got any at the nursery, do we? The butterfly weed yet?
No, I haven't seen any yet this year.
Yeah, got lots of tropical milkweed. Hi, what's your attitude on the tropical milkweed?
It works.
Yeah. What about the threat to the monarch population? Is it the imagination of native plant people, or is it really a problem?
They might have something on the milkweed being out too long.
And in terms of the
migration.
delay in the migration, yeah, that's what Lulu said too. Mark, what do you think on that tropical milkweed?
Well, yeah, I think Mary said it well. It works, but I have argued with myself and with others. I think I came to. At first, I said Halloween is the time to cut it all down, and then I went to April 15th, or October, Columbus Day, and then I went October 1st.
Yeah,
I think after talking with you and listening to others, that just go ahead and cut it down October 1st.
It's hard to argue when you see that how popular it is with the monarchs and the queen butterflies. Even it seems to be the most popular egg-laying site of both of those species. And you hate to eliminate something from the garden that brings in your favorite butterfly species too.
Right.
Yeah. So, when do we? Have you kind of noted when we normally will see the migrant monarchs coming back from the north? Is it September or is it October?
No. I bet it's in September.
September, yeah. What about the queens? We haven't seen. Thought we seen the queens this morning, but then it looked to me like it was a fritillary.
Yeah, I've been seeing fritillary flying around, but I haven't seen queens or.
Yeah, there are a lot of queens in my neighborhood now, and certainly interested in the tropical milkweed at this point. And also, Mark mentioned the large white flowered. Do you remember what that Caliotrope, I believe?
Yeah.
That it's an exotic milkweed plant that that we used to carry here at Milberger's. There was another, and that seems to be in past years has been popular with the queens and the monarchs.
Monarchs, yeah.
No action on it this year yet, though. So, what else? Anything? You guys got any questions from Mary? Mary, you got anything else you want to bring up?
Yeah, no, I just want to say the Certified Butterfly Garden is you have a variety of plants. What determines the plants that goes into that, or you just have plants which are available and you know that will help certain butterflies?
Well, it's also being able to survive in that garden because I can't get to watering it very often.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a lot of like the native horse herb,
Mm-hmm.
which is a host plant for the bordered patch.
Who's the certification from? Is it Texas Parks or is it
what is it?
Feds?
The National Butterfly Center.
Yeah, and I know they have a minimal. They emphasize native plants, but they just like we do. They put up with some of the exotic because the monarchs and the other butterflies like them too.
Right.
So, do you remember what the organization was in case the audience out there was interested in getting certified?
I can go look it up because.
Okay, or they can. I guess they could just go to the on the internet.
Yeah, I think Google certified butterflies gardens, and that will eventually lead you to the certifying board. So
you got a couple.
Parks and Wildlife choices. Have a part of it, but they're not the one that certifies it. Um,
I think there's a couple.
yeah, there's a couple of them. Yes, you're absolutely correct.
And, of course, the plant that's kind of dominant, one of them that's dominant now is the horse herb over there.
Yeah.
And what is, when you planted that, I think there was as much horse herb as what's the other one, Mark, that looks like the eye?
Frog fruit.
Yeah, frog fruit.
Yeah.
But the frog fruit is kind of, with the rains and everything, the horse herb is kind of taken over, at least temporarily.
Temporarily, yeah. The horse herb is overridden it, but it's in there.
Yeah.
The frog fruit's still in there.
Yeah. Yeah, in my neighborhood, the frog fruit is still lingering on the driest parts of the landscapes, like at the road edge and everything, and then the horse herb is kind of filled everything else up. But they're kind of the small, and of course, if you ask the deer are much more in favor to the horse herb. They like chewing away, and in fact, a lot of folks say, well, they're eating my lawn. Well, if they look real close, it's probably they're eating the horse herb and other broadleaf, browsing on other broadleaf plants too. So, anything else, Mary, you want to add?
No, not really. Just
what do we have besides we got tropical milkweed? What else have we got in terms of when you think of the butterflies? What are the plants that you think of mostly?
Well, I would have put zinnias in, but I have a hard time watering in there. But that would attract them for nectar.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
All-star plants. We got mistflower in there?
I have the mist flower, yes I do.
Okay. I think that's Mark's favorite. I like it too.
Yes. Not so much I attracted to it. I planted because the butterflies are attracted to it.
That's for sure.
And, I like salvias a little bit better.
Which one? You got a million salvias.
I like them all.
Yeah. We were talking about salvia gregii today with somebody that wanted a evergreen, and then we always talk about coccinia, somebody that wants a salvia that grows in the shade, and the hummingbirds love. And then you got all those
I got my blues, majestic and black and blue, and Mystic Spires and Henry Dewelberg.
Which
are all available here, by the way.
And just like us waiting for the butterfly weed, I'm waiting for the porterweed too, because that's also.
You want the red porterweed?
Oh yeah,
I've got the purple one in.
Yeah. Well, do we have any?
I got one left.
One left. It doesn't last long, but yeah, that red porterweed is very attractive, and it's weird, interesting plant, but it sure attracts hummingbirds, bees, and butterflies.
It's very popular.
Okay. Well, thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mary. All right. 210-308-8867. We still have plenty of time in our show today for some callers. But some other sales that we still have going on. Agaves starting at $39.99, on sale 20% off. And then a favorite of the hummingbird that we get around here, the pink skull caps on sale, and a number one regularly $9.99, on sale for $6.88.
Mark, have we don't seem to get this much action on the purple skull cap as we do on the red, do we?
And I don't know why. You and I have noticed over the years that people just love that purple, love the pink skull cap. And I favor the purple because I favor purple things. So it is very drought tolerant, very hardy. I don't know. Come by and get some.
Is that that's probably a good choice. I had a question about growing a plant. Does that grow in the north on a road edge, sunny, hot, dry road edge, and skullcap has to survive?
Not necessarily these ones. There is a heart-shaped one that is a little taller, a little bigger flower, but that one is more drought tolerant that I know of. The San Antonio River Authority has a lot of that at their two headquarters. That they have one on, I can't remember, one on Ginther and one on another street along I-35. But they use that quite a lot.
Yeah,
and it's very beautiful. These two are more urban and more like on the borders. You can see the
Are they
border.
kind of more disciplined, or
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, they are not going to compete with roses for color and
No. They're subtle. So subtle flower color. So they're going to use them along paths and borders and things like that. Same thing with the Mexican heather. It's another cuvia. A lot of people come in and I'm not. It's a cute little plant, but I wouldn't say it's out there in your face. But I see a lot of people pick that up.
Yeah, it is. It seems to really attract. I guess it's the color. The foliage is attractive too, then. But it is a bit subtle, just like the skullcap.
And the Mexican heathers are on sale as well. Regularly $9.99 and number one on sale for $6.88.
Both the pink and the purple, did it say?
For the, I believe so, or I think it's just.
I'm sorry, we're on the radio. What's the question?
They're on the radio.
Oh, that's all right. What's the question?
I could pull some plants out that I'm on.
Oh, gosh,
Okay.
yeah. Put them there. We'll guard them for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And last two items that I have listed are interior plants, starting at $4.99 on sale, 15% off. And then, of course, we
What
have
does it say on that?
the
Interior
types.
plants.
What's that?
What does it say? Does it have any? It just choose from available varieties, including monsteras, bromeliads, ferns, and much more.
Yes, they're all available inside the greenhouse, which there's a lot.
Now,
A lot of selection in there.
Calvin and I always mention the Phalaenopsis
Orchids, yeah.
orchids.
Boy, they're hard to beat for an
and-
interior plant.
Just beautiful flowers for a long period of time. Bright sunlight. They always say, "What kind of sunlight?" And I said, "Bright indirect."
Yeah.
Now you'll see that on every indoor plant. Bright indirect.
Well,
whatever that means.
ours used to have. It kind of took over right by the kitchen sink. Yeah, I'm sorry we can't wash the dishes. The Phalaenopsis orchids have reserved that window area there. But that was a perfect site. It was a southern exposure, but it was not the direct light. It was just they were a couple feet away from it. But boy, they bloomed for a long period, easy to take care of. Now they're not at all fussy about the soil. In fact,
They don't have any roots,
Yeah.
so it's not necessary. But every so often you need to spritz them a little bit.
and we always soaked once a week. We soaked the roots,
Correct.
and left it in the sink, and then moved them back to their spot after they had sat there a while.
And then just the last item listed, shade trees, and a number 15 and a number 30, starting at $169.99, on sale 15% off. And we're going to take a quick break. We have Bert on the line. Bert will get to you on the other side. We'll be right back with Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. 210-308-8867. We have Bert on the line. Bert, it's good to hear from you. How are we doing?
Greetings and salutations, and I hope you all had a happy 4th. And if you've played with fireworks and explosives, I hope you're all in one pieces.
Yes.
Well, in my neighborhood, we had a wonderful parade and games and meals, but we didn't have any fireworks. I'm glad.
Well, that's good.
My dogs don't like fireworks anymore.
I remember you saying that last week, and I haven't called in for a while because Bert had, and I know about the HIPAA Act, but Bert had a heart attack, 2 strokes, fell, and broke 3 ribs.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's all since May. But that's all right. The first thing I did, I told the doctor I got to get out and go tend to the yard.
What is it?
Get out, tend to the yard.
No. So, yeah, it's very therapeutic. Did you tell that to the doctor? That gardening is very therapeutic?
Yes, it is. It's like, well, I just have to learn to slow down a little more with the broken ribs and I'm not able to dig with the shovel right now or to use the weed claw. It hurts really bad.
Wow. That's even worse.
But anyway,
Bart, my doctor told me he was retiring, and he's been my doctor for like 35 years, and I kind of looked at him. Well, how am I going to survive and cope if I don't have my forever doctor?
I'm like that. It's like, you should know your doctor where it's on a first name basis.
Yeah, for sure.
I believe that. But you were talking about oleander and the yellow oleander. I've seen white ones when I grew up in New Orleans. And
I remember the white.
But I've never seen the yellow.
Neither have I. So I'm going to have to ask around here. It's written up. So it's got to be correct, right? It's in the newspaper. It's got to be true then. Right?
Yeah, right. It's just like I looked it up. I know. I looked it up. I looked it up on the internet, right? But I wanted to ask you about the hibiscus. I think y'all talked about it last week or this week. Also, Turk's cap is related to hibiscus, and from what I found out, you can make a tea out of Turk's cap, and you can make a tea out of the red hibiscus because they contain a lot of vitamin C. And
There it goes.
Yeah. But what is that purple tree here that we have in Texas? Is it a shrub or a tree? It's got purple flowers that are very beautiful, and the aroma is very beautiful. If you smell it too much, it's a very powerful irritant. And I find
purple. You want to... Is it a native or just a tree? So
I'm not sure. It's just like it grows pretty naturally around here, so I'm not sure.
So
I haven't been able to find it up.
So I'm thinking Texas shade, that's a shrub. Vitex, that's a shrub tree.
Take your choice.
Yeah.
I'm getting on the Vitex.
What else is purple? Well,
but except Vitex usually doesn't have a fragrance, does it?
Well, it does a little bit, not much.
The one I'm talking about has a very beautiful fragrance, but I took one and I was like, they were so beautiful and they smelled so good. I hung it from my rearview mirror in the truck, and it was like all of a sudden I was sneezing and itching everywhere. And a friend of mine told me, "Is like, don't do it. Smell them once in a while, enjoy the smell, and just like don't do that so much."
I can't think. The only other purple one is mountain laurel, and that's in the springtime.
Yeah. Now there's a pink.
Which is a beautiful aroma.
There is a pink. The Phoenix phlox is blooming right now, and that has a wonderful fragrance.
Yeah, but that's not a tree.
It's not purple, and it's not a shrub or even.
And I wanted to ask Alex, either any of all three of you, it's like, does the number on the size of the pot equal the gallons?
Well, I don't-
So there was.
Well, as Bart is he quizzing Alex? Because he
Yeah,
knows
well-
what the answer is.
Well, do you know what the answer is, young man?
I don't believe I do. No, I
Right.
don't.
So, Bert, that goes a whole issue across the country, and they wanted to standardize the size of the pots. So originally it was gallons. Well, some person's gallons are not the same size as another person's gallons. So a few years ago, and I don't know the whole backstory, but
No, I'm tracking on that because I know a British ton and a French ton are different than our tons as well.
right. So they all went to numbers. So number 1 with formally at 1 gallon. Number 5, same as well. Are they different now? Maybe, but I can't tell. I frankly can't tell the difference. Can you? No.
Well, actually, as what you were saying, Mark, is like it's standardization. So I know it's the market economy and stuff like that.
Correct.
That's why I was asking to make sure that I'm estimating or guesstimating correctly.
Yes,
And
you are.
and so also when I got out of the hospital, I come back and all the weeds. It looks like a little prairie in my yard because they haven't been able to mow the grass, and it's like everything is knee high. And I'm like, this reminds me of when I was a child, a young boy, just riding a bike through the fields or flying a kite, and I was just like enjoying it. I'm sure the landlord would probably not like it, but I'm enjoying it. And so I have a number of field mice. Are there any plants that I'm able to plant that would deter field mice from coming close to my house?
You want a big pecan tree that was hollow so that you could have various hawks or owls in there, and that would take care of the mice.
Okay. Well, yeah, right. Like I can go get that one in the pickup truck, but I'm just laughing with you, not at you.
Unless it's like those things those that have a distinct aroma, like lavender plants or basil or what else?
So you would say mayhaps get that and just let it grow into a shrub, and it might deter them.
Yeah. Might.
All right.
Might. I'm not laying odds.
I know. I'm tracking. That's why when somebody asked me if I can help them, I said I might be able to, but I will not commit myself to. But anyway, it's good to hear y'all, and that's why I just, life happens.
Yeah, be careful.
I was just cleaning up the house, and I went down.
Oh.
Life goes on, and I'm glad that I had some good doctors and nurses where I went to, and they treated me very nice, and they put the hospitality in the hospital. And I don't want to yank the rest of your chains. I know y'all only got a few more minutes on. If there's anybody on the line, I'll cut off to let them get on. But as I said, I've still been keeping up and doing my reading and my research, even though I'm not physically that able to. Like I said, when I can dig with a shovel again, I'll let y'all know. Because that's how I usually tend my garden.
Sounds good. Thanks.
We were worried about you, Bert. We didn't. We had some minor difficulties, technical difficulties over here, but we still didn't hear from you.
I heard that a couple times. It just works. Look, I said life goes on. Like I don't get mad or angry. I don't got time because if you're getting angry or disappointed, who are you upsetting? Yourself.
That's true.
If that makes any sense.
Always.
But I do thank y'all very much.
It's satisfying sometimes to get mad at somebody. For a short time, at least.
Well, yeah, short time. That's why I got to get me a punching bag. so I can just go get it out and okay, I still love you anyway. All right, y'all, take care and have a good week. And I'm glad to keep up with you.
Absolutely.
Happy 4th.
Thank you, Bert. All right. Well, we're inside 5 minutes. Is there anything that we may have missed?
Well, we kind of previewed the article for next week.
Sure did.
Yeah. Lots of, Mark's got his new publication on the butterflies.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be reading it. So.
And that's a good resource for anybody that wants to have an easy-to-use, effective resource. Lots of great photos. And Target Central Texas. That's a neat thing.
And the host plants. Now, I have noticed there are 4 or 5 butterflies that feed on passion vine. And I didn't realize that so many butterflies feed on passion vine. So I'm going to...
We've got at least 2 fritillaries. What else is there, Mark?
What was it about? Now you asked me. I can't find them. But, hey, here's one. A Fan Crescent. It feeds on frog fruit. One of my favorite plants.
Yeah, that crescent. Yeah, that's a little
anyway,
common one.
It's going to be
kind of black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
looks a lot like the frog fruit colors.
Yeah, well, it's it's brown and gold and nondescript, as we like to say. But anyway, it's a good buy here, and I highly encourage everyone to pick one up because Central Texas, and it has host plants on it. Okay, the other thing is we talked about your article next week about butterflies, and then your This Week in the Garden, you have several items. The one that I just want to quick do is vegetables in the garden. Mm-hmm. Peppers, okra, eggplant, and southern peas. And a favorite of mine, we got it out here on the tables, Malabar spinach.
That's a good one. That's a lot of that. There is a pretty healthy diet.
The tatuma.
Yeah.
It's, if you can get the seeds.
Have we got tatuma here, or is it
seeds?
No,
it's just seeds.
Okay.
And
boy, tatuma grows fast, and you kind of stand back. Have your machete ready, because it goes fast and produces a baseball-sized piece of squash every foot or so, and they'll get as big as a volleyball. And every cook has a favorite size.
Mm-hmm.
I was, for some of my neighbors, I was giving them volleyball size, and they said, well, couldn't you pick it a little sooner? They liked the softball size. Mm-hmm. So, but whatever size you pick it, tastes wonderful, and it's very versatile in terms of recipes. Can use it in any recipe that you use summer squash into. It's great.
And then I just gotta go. The countdown is beginning until the new tomatoes come in. We don't know, but we're going to be bugging Pete here to know when they'll come in, and we'll make sure that you are informed as to when it happens. That said, let's just give a moment of silence for all the tomato plants we're going to be ripping up in the next week or so.
Oh, absolutely. We thank you, everybody, for listening to this weekend to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Alex Escobar, Dr. Calvin Finch, and Mark Peterson. Have a great week. We'll see you next Saturday.